For decades, two issues that have to do with border control and border security have been conflated. The two issues are drug smuggling and immigration. So the question is immigration really related to drug smuggling? Republicans say yes. Republicans say that it absolutely is. It is a core tenet of their campaign. They say that smugglers also use migrants to smuggle drugs. Most border experts say that's simply not true. They say drug smuggling is a business completely separate, sometimes conducted by the same people who smuggle humans, but not conducted in the same place. So what evidence do we have? We know that a majority of fentanyl is actually smuggled into the United States by US citizens. Basically, it's easier for a US citizen to get in the country without getting searched than for a foreign national. Republicans will tell you, well, a lot of foreign nationals are sneaking into the country. This isn't necessarily true. Generally, when searches are conducted of migrants who are found sneaking into the United States, that's not where the big drug busts are found. The big drug busts happen at ports of entry. So are immigration and fentanyl associated? Well, they're both happening at the border, but it doesn't necessarily mean that it's the same people doing it, and it doesn't necessarily mean that stopping one issue is going to stop the other. So why are Republicans associating the two issues? Well, it's just good politics. Anything that they can point to say that the Biden administration has not been doing its job at the border will work for them. It's a huge midterm issue. Republicans wanted to run on what they call Biden's border crisis and really put all of the pressure of all of the issues at the border on President Biden and try to defeat Democrats with that. Democrats are sort of accusing Republicans of playing politics with people's lives and trying to benefit from the fentanyl crisis that is hurting so many American families. It's actually really hard to separate the two issues now because they have been conflated for so many years, but the policy prescriptions to solve one and to solve the other are very different. For immigration, you can talk either about restricting more immigration or opening up more avenues of legal immigration so that this demographic pressure finds a release valve. But fentanyl control really depends on a cross-border collaboration. Most experts will tell you that the fentanyl crisis has to get stopped on the Mexican side in the labs. On the American side, this is a really difficult issue to tackle because it's a social issue. It's the question is not if Americans are using fentanyl and risking their lives, it's why they're using fentanyl and risking their lives. Right now, this issue is just going to be played out in politics. The administration doesn't really have power to move very aggressively either on immigration or on drug smuggling. And Republicans are not going to let this talking point go away, at least before the midterms. So we will see a very fresh take on it after the midterms. Whatever happens, whatever party's in control, we know that we're either going to be looking at fentanyl and immigration together or separately, depending on who wins in November.